And we are back. Hey, we're back. We're back. All right, so all right, man. So I'm back. I'm Tyler Ball here by. Oh, this is Tyler and Friends. Another episode of Tyler and Friends. This is not scripted at all.
Not at all. Clearly.
Not at all. Not at all. I just got back to the mean streets of Waldorf. I'm glad to be back home. Glad to be a guest in the wonderful place of.
Sterling.
Oh my goodness, I'm happy to be here. So
Sterling19 store on Twitter. Shameless plug.
I will put that in the description so you guys can follow me.
Shameless plug.
All right, so what we're gonna do today, as we do every day on the podcast, is that we're gonna talk to you. Anything that's near and dear to your heart doesn't have to be about sports. It can be about anything you want.
All right.
So just tell the listeners what you want to talk about,
all right.
Like rant about.
This is something I would hold near and dear to my heart.
Okay.
I coached girls basketball, Westlake High School, and the difference between men's basketball and women's basketball and the way that it's perceived in society, as far as women's basketball not being as popular as men's basketball. As popular, I completely understand, but the way it's completely disrespected, I have an issue with. I'll start at the college level. What UConn did the past 3 or 4 years, that winning streak they went on, that was broken in the Final Four. A lot of people said that it was bad for the sport. How can you get worse for a sport that people don't pay attention to?
Fair enough.
People paid attention. People paid attention to it because of the streak. Would you have paid attention to it without the streak?
I never thought of it that way. I like that take.
That game when they lost to South Carolina in the Final Four was one of the highest rated women's college basketball games. Period. Yeah. When South Carolina won the championship 2 nights later, barely anybody watched that game.
I'm one who said I did not watch that game. I apologize.
Okay.
I cannot lie to you. I'm a big fan of you and anybody who is in sports, especially any of my friends.
Yeah.
So my thing is more like with the women's game about the NCAA. Like, do you feel like we need more parity though? Because like me, like when you see a team win 100 games in a row,
yeah, you
don't even tune in. Like that's just my preference about it. So like, do you think there should be more parity? Like when like Maya Moore was winning, the teams were a little bit better. Like the games weren't 40.
Yeah.
Plus they're playing different conferences.
Well, this is what I'll say to that. The UConn games are that way. Throughout the rest of the college landscape, the competition's pretty legit.
Oh, no doubt. I know this.
Maryland and Ohio State, their women's programs are both, in my opinion, better than the men's programs. They were both really good this year. Saw what South Carolina did, coached by Dawn Staley, who has won on every level she's ever participated in basketball as a player and coach now. That's pretty great. So as far as parity, UConn did what they did. But if you take UConn out the equation, the competition is there.
It's just the fact that like they were so good, nobody really pays attention to the rest of the game. And you notice that like there's a lot of good teams in women's basketball. And I noticed that Oregon was a really good team.
Yes.
Quinnipiac or whatever. I don't know how to pronounce it. But yeah, they were pretty good. So like if you look at the rest of the landscape besides just UConn, it was really good.
Yes.
But when you have a team winning 100 games in a row, most people are like,
Yeah,
but
completely understand.
But I like that. Like how I never noticed, like, think about it that way, like people actually watched it to see them lose.
But
people still watched it though.
When 2007, when the Patriots lost in the Super Bowl after that undefeated season, did we watch the Giants win, or did we watch the Patriots lose?
Oh, of course,
exactly.
No doubt, watch Eli. I was trying to watch them lose, man. Call me a hater all you want.
Hey, I was with you.
All right, so now we got that down. This is something I really like I'm passionate about. How there's a shot clock in the women's high school game, but not in the boys' game. Like. My dad has a certain take on it, but like, how do you feel about that? Like, do you think there should be a shot clock in the men's or boys' high school game?
I've said for years, and I truly do think in the next 2 years, men's basketball or high school basketball will have a shot clock. It doesn't prepare the kids for college in any shape, form, or fashion. AAU girls or AAU period, there's no shot clock. I call AAU all about you. That's my personal thing on it. I think it's for your scholarships, but I love it. Don't get me wrong. I think they need a shot clock. I think there should be a shot clock at every level of basketball, starting at high school and higher, because that's what prepares you for college. So the fact that there is no shot clock in high school basketball for boys, I do think it's terrible. I think it's coming, though. I do think it's coming the next 2 years.
Yeah, how I feel about that is like, with there not being a shot clock in high school basketball, what my dad's take was that you take away the competition, like, so there can be a team that's like really, really good. So one team's up here, other team's down here.
Yeah.
So with the shot clock, this team's gonna win by like 50.
Yep.
But without the shot clock, okay, they might win by 20, or maybe even against a competitive.
Yeah.
Which I understand. But as a fan of the game, I just want to see a shot clock. Like I went to North Point High School, and team we press all the time, and we're a really good team. But like in the half court, we hold the ball like boys basketball for about 45 seconds because there's nobody to make their own shots sometimes.
Absolutely.
And I hate watching that. I love the school, but I hate watching that. And I feel like there should be a shot clock, 35 seconds, or even 45 seconds. I don't care. Just put a shot clock in the boys basketball game in the state of Maryland. I mention them on Twitter all the time, and they don't respond back. So
what I will say, girls basketball doesn't have a shot clock, or they do have a shot clock, 30-second shot clock. They do not have a 10-second half court count.
That is true.
Because of the shot clock.
Yeah.
In the boys game, there's no shot clock, but there is a 10-second count. What I'll also say to that, playoffs this year, I watched Westlake play Patuxent in the game. Westlake was up by 12 points after they were up by almost 30 earlier in the game. Up by 12 points with 2 minutes left, ball at half court. When I say they held the ball in the last 2 minutes of the game, that's why you need a shot clock.
That's why you need a shot clock, man. Like, well, he's going to hold the ball. Don't be you know what? You're lucky I can't cuss on this thing. I'm trying not to cuss. I want my parents to be able to watch this, so you're lucky I can't cuss. All right, so I can't believe this. I'm so proud of you guys. I'm so proud of all you viewers down there. I'm so happy. Like, I'm filled with joy. So I actually have questions. We have questions. I'm really happy. Like, anybody who tuned in on Twitter, Facebook, you messaged me, Rashawn in the group chat with my fraternity. Like, you asked me a question, I appreciate it so much. So,
by the way, I keep looking back because I got the Caps game on behind me. I got my Caps shirt on.
Yes.
Game 1, I had the shirt on. We won. Game 2 and 3, no shirt. We lost. Game 4, I had the shirt on. We won. So the shirt is on for Game 5.
They're gonna lose.
Sydney who? Sidney Crosby who?
Sidney Crosby the God.
Sydney who?
Listen, shout out to Connor McDavid. You're really good, and you're like 3 years younger than me, and you're making millions at a school in the middle of nowhere. So, all right. So the first question is from Rashawn, a good friend of mine, and my fraternity Tall Kappa Epsilon. Shout out. So it's his question was: are the Bucks good or the Raptors are just bad? Like, how you want to answer that one?
I think it's a combination of both. I never trusted the Raptors.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle Lowry is too inconsistent for me.
Okay.
I do think DeRozan is a good player, but he needs help.
Mm-hmm.
The Bucks are coming.
Okay.
I think in the next couple of years, the Bucks will be a top 3 team consistently in the East. You see their roster now. Add this to it. Jabari Parker's not even playing.
Yeah.
But he's on that roster. Wait till he can finally stay healthy.
Okay.
Something I brought up this week too, just a nugget to throw out there. Chris Paul's a free agent.
So you think Chris Paul
in Milwaukee?
They need a point guard.
With Jason Kidd as their coach.
Jason Terry probably on the staff next year. Shout out to
You heard it
coach.
here first.
No, no, you're not. We stole that from the show. We stole that from the show from a podcast on ESPN we listen to very dearly. So
yes.
We stole that from them. Shout out to Jalen and Jacoby.
Unbroken news.
Oh my God. We stole that from them. So
yes, we did badly.
All right, so next question is from my man Matthew Gunther. Shout out to you, baby. NFL predictions. He's a Giants fan.
Okay.
You cannot answer this question. I'm not going to answer. What I'm going to tell you right now is don't put any type of faith into any NFL predictions you hear right now because I'm a Vikings fan and I thought we were going to go 12-4 when I saw the schedule. What happened? Teddy Bridgewater went down.
Yeah.
Offensive line went down. So my opinion is for any predictions, wait until the end of preseason. I know you want. Wait until the end of preseason to make your predictions. If somebody gets injured week 1, that happens. But like my guy, freaking. In training camp, just dropped back. Nobody touched him. Tore like 3 ligaments. Dislocated his knee. So
forget training camp. Can we get through the draft next week?
Okay, get to the draft.
Can we get through the draft next week before we make a season prediction?
I love you, Matt, but just be patient with us, okay? We're gonna go with 10 minutes. So yeah, we got a minute left. So my friend Kyle Bowling, he asked me, "How do you feel about the Undertaker's retirement?"
You know, it's funny that question comes up. So last night I saw a tweet about how at the family cookout, all the adults are in the one room and the kids are in the back doing wrestling moves on each other.
No, I'm stopping you now. We're not talking about this. Kyle, you're not getting what you want.
No, I'm going to get into it now
you're not.
Because I tweeted about it.
Because I have one really good question. This is the last question, and we will let you go.
Thank you, Taker.
Thank you,
Taker.
Kyle. I'm about to say Taylor, that's your middle name. But all right, so this is a great question from my friend Zach Beck. We call him the Neck.
Okay.
Zach Beck, the Neck. Is lemonade a juice?
That's a great question.
That's a great question. I didn't even think about this until I asked a friend today, and they were like, "Well, it might be a tea." Like a type of tea?
I don't think it's a tea.
Oh.
I think you brew tea.
Ooh.
I think tea is a brewery.
So what do you do with lemonade then?
You squeeze.
You squeeze it?
You squeeze.
So it's a squeeze?
If it's from Chick-fil-A.
You know what? You know what? We're gonna call lemonade a squeeze. That's what it is. It is not a tea. It is not a juice. It is a squeeze.
It's its own entity.
Now you heard that first.
Yes.
From Tyler and Sterling. You heard that first. Lemonade is a squeeze. So Zach Beck, if you ever drink lemonade, be like, can I get some squeeze lemonade?
Yes.
Just don't you say like juice.
You're gonna go to Chick-fil-A and ask for a squeeze.
Just say squeeze. Don't even say lemonade. Just say squeeze. All right. All right. So that's all we can get through today. Wonderful to have you on.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate it so much.
I appreciate it.
And stay tuned for another one in the mean streets of Waldorf. We have another special guest coming. But I'm glad to have Sterling here.
Appreciate it.
Caps are going to lose. Heard it here first from Tyler and Friends.
They hate.
Bye.
Bye.